Hi guys. So for today's reading, we are going to be looking into what is the gossip on you and by who? And we have found the letters and zodiac signs again. So those are back. So we got 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, hit that little super thanks button. All that stuff really helps me out so much, you guys. I really appreciate anybody and everybody who supports this channel and the work that I do in whatever way you guys choose to support it. Every one of my readings is also an energetic healing session as well. So it does require a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of preparation, and I've studied for a very long time to be able to provide the insight and awareness that I do in my readings. So all of the give back that you guys give back really does help me out, and it really does make me feel like it was worth it. It also helps me to grow my channel, and it helps me to be able to continue to spread these messages to others who can use them as well. And it helps people to be able to find these messages. So once again, thank you guys so much for all of the support you show me in my work. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you for the support that you show each other in the comments as well at times. That really helps people out too. So thank you guys for that. And thank you to our guides as well for helping me to be able to express these messages in the ways you need to hear them, and so that you can figure out what they're about, as well as helping you guys to be able to find the readings. So let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1 for you guys. What is the gossip on you by who? Somebody could be talking about how you have been outcasted or possibly left out in the cold. How people could have tried to sacrifice you in some sort of way. We have Cancer. We have Scorpio, passionate. We have DP, double penetration. A, AJ. Something could be very hidden around you. People could be talking about how you may hide a lot, or you may be very mysterious. You could have an extremely large amount of emotions, but you may not let everybody see that or let everybody into your heart. You could also be somebody who's very defensive about your energy, your space, your home, your family, very protective of those things. You're somebody who's a good caretaker, a good nurturer, a good lover. You are very imaginative, very open-minded. Some of you could actually be a writer. C, cat, Q, P, D, Y, N, dynasty, dynamite, F, family, M, FM radio, Y, my lifestyle, myself, M, Z, I don't got nobody else to worry about, M, W, Y. Some people might be trying to say you're selfish or you only worry about you, but then there's other people that are backing you up and defending you, saying that no, your family is the most important thing to you in this entire world. Y, W, L, T, Wyoming, lieutenant, tap, map, mad, may, J, Fay, pay, payday, Pan, Dan, Danny, Denny, DF, DM, Walt, waltz, like the dance, the waltz, Malt, Peter, Jane, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. If you like to sing nursery rhymes, or if you know a lot of nursery rhymes, or if you're really good with children, people could be discussing this as well. Cane, camel, canny, Cammy, Pammy, Pam, phlegm, flame, plane, plan. You could be dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare right now as well. Some people may be discussing you dealing with spiritual warfare. Other people may be saying that you're having some problems mentally. And there could definitely be some people who may have tried to sacrifice you in some sort of way to gain money because they thought that if they hurt you, they would gain money, or if they made you mad, or if they made you sad, or there could have even been somebody who paid somebody to do that. Man, ma'am, lamb, lap, lad, laddie, or maybe just din. Aladdin could be something as well. Let's see what else we got. Financial success, 88. You have freed yourself, abundance, hard work pays off, breaking cycles, no longer burdened and no longer bound. You may have told somebody a secret recently, or you may have come to an epiphany about something. People could definitely be talking about how you freed yourself from overthinking, or how your spirit may have been trapped in some sort of way, but your spirit is now free again. Also about how the hard work that you have put into your mental health and the hard work that you have put into your physical world is really paying off for you, and there's a lot of abundance coming into you. Once again, sacrificial lamb, and we have a lion over here as well. So last night, I'm looking through my pictures that I have from my dad because I just had this feeling that I really needed to look through them again. And there's been a lot of incoming messages recently about don't turn your back on the lion and things like that. And so I'm looking through the pictures, and there's a picture of me sitting with my grandpa, and there's a lion in the corner of the room. And then the very next picture, I'm by myself, and there's a TV that says something about the true lamb or something. So the lion and the lamb. Today, there was a lot of other things going on with that. Somebody may have wanted to hurt you, but they may have realized how protected you are. They may have not been paying attention to somebody around you, whether it's spiritually or physically, that is very protective over you. Would kill for you, I just heard. Somebody could have got slapped really hard in the face by trying to fuck with you in some sort of way. And now they're realizing that's really not a good idea. They thought they were going to get this abundance for it, but they definitely are not, and you are. So you may be somebody very happy-go-lucky. You may be somebody who says hi to everybody. You may wear a smile a lot. You may be somebody that's very childlike in a lot of ways. Very innocent, very pure in your intentions, very loving, very caring, very kind, nurturing. And in essence, extremely protected because of this. Family, again, is coming to mind. The transformations that you have gone through have made you tough as diamonds. I feel like a lot of you have transformed from this lamb into this lion. It's kind of like Lion King with Simba when he's little, and he's like, I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar. Thus far, an uninspiring thing. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. So you could have had a lot of people in your ear as well trying to tell you that you couldn't go where you were going, that you weren't going to succeed in it, that you weren't very good at whatever. And some of it might have been true. Like, you know, Simba had a lot of lessons to learn before he could become the king that he needed to be. And so you might have went through a very rigorous process of becoming that king you needed to be, or queen you needed to be. But now this transformation's complete, and there's a lot of beauty to be seen in you. So people may be discussing that. They may also be discussing if you've been staying in your nest a lot, if you've been staying home a lot, or if you've been taking care of your young, or if you've been preparing your nest for a new birth of some sort. People may be discussing this. They may also be discussing the fact that you might be somebody who believes in nudging that baby bird that won't fly out of the nest so that it will all of a sudden go, oh, hey, I can fly, and its wings will work. Kind of like on Land Before Time, the first one, where Petrie ends up falling off that cliff. And then the Tyrannosaur, his breath blows his wings and he goes up a little bit and he's like, wait a second, I can fly. And he's flying all of a sudden. It's, you may have actually made a lot of people realize that they could fly. And some of these people might have tried to sacrifice you in the past in some sort of way. So what else are people saying about you currently? Blackmail has been committed, holding something over someone's head and they are too scared to come forward. Someone knows something and will soon reveal the truth. So, it could be, it might not be that people may have been paid to mess with you. Maybe somebody was blackmailed into messing with you in some sort of way. It could even be people are saying that you have blackmailed somebody, or it could be that people are saying that you've dealt with blackmail in some sort of way, or that you really have a lot going on that people don't know about, where there is people that are attacking you or trying to hurt you in some sort of way, but you may be too scared or hesitant to come forward, or you may not know who to trust, or honestly, the people that you normally would go to may actually be a part of the situation as well for some of you. So people may really be discussing in some way some sort of negative things that have been going on around you, or some sort of crime that has gone on around you. They're pompous and self-righteous. They judge and gossip about everyone. You can't trust them, and they always think that they are better than everyone. You know what's really funny about that? I was just watching Wednesday with my daughter today. First time I've seen it, but the black girl, I was going to say the black chick, and then I was like, yeah, that's how I'm going to say it, because who cares? It's describing the color of her skin, and people need to get the fuck over it. The black chick is talking about Wednesday, and she's talking about how, because she thinks she's so much better than everybody else. Wednesday doesn't really think she's any better than anybody else. Honestly, it would be really hard to think you're better than anybody else when you're such an outcast and outsider. Yeah, she says that she enjoys it that way, which, you know, it would be kind of nice to enjoy it that way. Enjoy that everybody hates you. I really don't think she thinks she's better than everybody, but people still say that. If true, listen to the song Human by Rag & Bone, Highly Suspect, I Am Human, and Highly Suspect, I Am Human. Love others as you do yourself. If not, this person is busy judging themselves, so they feel insecure around you. Be careful who you share with, or they may use your secrets to prove this true. So, somebody may even blackmail you with something that you told to them, or somebody may blackmail somebody else with something that you told to them. See what else people are saying about you. Your intelligence is off the charts. Your mental clarity and abilities are amazing. Sometimes very intimidating. So there might be a lot of people who are intimidated by you. There might be a lot of people who find you to be extremely intelligent. You may know a lot about a lot of different things. And you may have certain areas where you are pretty much a specialist in it, because you have studied it a lot. You have really put in a lot of time, effort, work, and attention to really cultivating your mind and your brain power. So there may even be some people who want to bring that down in some sort of way. Your smile is your best feature. It's heart melting. It meets your eyes and it takes the breath away. You have such a great sense of humor as well. So people are discussing your smile. They're talking about your heart and how much it can melt other people's hearts. They may be talking about how your smile instantly gets you what you want for some of you as well. But it's not fake. It's definitely genuine. It's something that meets your eyes. It takes the breath away. And you are extremely funny too. And you may laugh a lot at other people's jokes. You may be somebody who even laughs at like the dad jokes or the Laffy Taffy jokes. Very warm and cozy feeling. Very loving and cuddly. A very good friend and always has a shoulder to cry on. Once again, this is very Cancer energy as well. Pisces too, water sign in general, but mostly Cancer and Pisces. Scorpio can be a lot more reserved, and Pisces is kind of middle ground. And then Cancer's like a fucking literally, yeah. Pisces is the ocean, and Cancer rules the ocean because it's the moon. So you rule emotions in a lot of ways. Someone who will be by your side, come hell or high water, ride or die. Also, people may be saying you're a very strong empath. They may be saying that you're a very emotionally sensitive, aware, and attuned person, that you're very emotionally intelligent as well, that you're very loyal, very loyal. It takes you a lot to be able to cut off that loyalty you feel for a certain person. Golden ratio, beauty, nature, patterns. People may be talking about the patterns around you, the numbers. People may be talking about how you have opened up a world to them where they started seeing a lot of these patterns. People also may be talking about how you're going down a spiral, or they think that you're overthinking or out of control because of the messages and guidance that you're receiving from the universe. And some people just really don't believe in that. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, the naturally occurring patterns in the world, Swan, and the Mouse. So people could definitely be talking about you burning out. Maybe you've been working so hard that you are burning out. Maybe you have been going to school or working long hours or working on a project. Some of you may even have written a book or written a whole lot of things. You may be an artist as well. People are talking about how you were in this stuck energy. You were fighting your thoughts. You were spiraling. You were really just dealing with a lot of crazy and a lot of, maybe there were so many things going on around you or coming at you, and maybe there was a lot of spiritual warfare or whatever it was that was going on that was causing you to overthink things, overanalyze things, freak out a little bit, come out of your normal, composed, and peaceful state into this state of delirium or this state of overworking or over worrying or constantly thinking and creating problems. You're leaving that behind. You are, even if you are still thinking a lot, it's all more positive. You've really shifted the way that you view the world around you and the way that you deal with it, the way that you interact with it. And you've left behind all that darkness, all that negativity, all that trash, all of that bullshit, all of that drama and chaos and gossip, anything. You've left all of that behind, and you are really feeling very positive, joyful, and energetic at this time. And if that hasn't happened yet, it's really going to be happening soon. And people see it coming and they're talking about it. People are also talking about how you may be very fearful in certain situations because you may feel like you're too small to handle things, or you may feel like you just are not as big as you are, or you're not as capable as you are. But even though you are feeling very small or feeling very vulnerable, you face things head on with a lot of courage and a lot of strength. People also may be talking about how when they are interacting with you, it's like they get a mirror into their own soul, into their own life, into their own issues. You could definitely be somebody who helps to counsel people or talk people through things, or helps people to work through these cycles as well, and helps people to find that peace again. Even with everything that you had going on in the past, I feel like you were still, extremely patient, peaceful, graceful. You handled things with a lot of integrity, a lot of dignity. And also, I feel like your self-image in the mirror has improved a lot over time as well. In the past, you may have seen yourself as very ugly or very low or very little or very vulnerable or very attacked or very outcasted or something along those lines. And now you may be seeing yourself in a much higher light. Your reflection may be that of this beautiful swan who finally broke free of the family of ducks and realized that it wasn't an ugly duck, it was just a beautiful swan in the wrong damn family. And so some of you people could be discussing how you have been abandoned by your family, or how you had to cut them off, and now you are finding those people that really do resonate with you and are kind of cut from the same cloth. So that's what I have for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to, and a lot of it, the people who could be talking about you, because I didn't actually get into that, the people who could be talking about you could be like your best friend, could be a father figure, somebody that is not your actual father, but somebody that you have kind of adopted as a father figure, or a best friend, or even family. So that's what I have for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, all those kinds of good things. And thank you so much to anybody who supports my channel in any way, you guys. I really appreciate you so much, whether it be through liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing, through hitting that super thanks button, through donating. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list in the description box below if you choose to do that. And don't feel like it's not not enough when you send a donation. There's been people who have donated like $2 or $3 and like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not very much. Don't apologize for that. It is fucking amazing and you're doing what you can. So thank you for that. And I really appreciate all of you guys so much and all that you do to support my work. I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. Pile 2. Let's see who's gossiping about you and what they are saying. So, people are definitely gossiping about your love connections and relationships, about the transformations going on in your life, about the growth, the fertility, about how you are very good at being able to see things as they are. Some of you people could be talking about you being clairvoyant as well. Libra, charming. Sagittarius, optimistic about you being able to see things before they happen. There could definitely be some exes talking about you in this pile. Maybe even an ex-friend that you had to cut off and walk away from. These are definitely people that may have set you up in some way, betrayed you in some way, hurt you in some way. And even before they could take action, you knew what was up and you were able to counter it very effectively. You definitely did not fall into whatever trap they had set or lined up for you. At least not the bigger ones. There might have been smaller things that happened that may have gone over your head or you didn't notice them until it was too late. But any of the bigger things, you definitely had clear warning beforehand. Charming. Here's where she meets Prince Charming, but she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3. I know that was not the way it's sang in the show, but I want so much more than this provincial life. CHE, people may be talking about how you're trying to level up, you're trying to do things to increase your life or to really improve your life in some sort of way. Cheese, chess, cheesy. Chester, cheetah. Chuck E. Cheeses. A, Teresa. T, TSA. R, there could be something to do with the government or the military in here as well. Rat, rates. Share. Care. Chart. Topping the charts. People may be talking about you moving up, about your work is really being noticed, appreciated, recognized. People may be talking about the rats in your life as well. And people may actually be really gossiping about these people who have tried to hurt you or betray you. People may be saying you're very optimistic as well, very lively, that you are somebody that is very different. You may stand out very much. You may be very seen. You may be very heard. You may be very balanced. You may be very, some people may be saying that you're indecisive or that you are... Some people may be saying that you're the hand of karma in some sort of way. Crate. Maybe people thought that you were exposing people in some sort of way, or that you were narking on people or something along those lines, and they may have done more investigation and realized that you were not the one that was behind these situations. There might have actually even been people watching and reporting back in some sort of way. Somebody that was like hidden in the background. SSC, South Carolina. H, Shara. G, PHGB. People could be talking about roofies as well, or something in your drink. Water, heater. U, W, Y, G, pussy and pussycat. Q, Q, R, rest and recognizance. W, T, water again. P, Peter. People may be talking about the amount of water you drink. People may be feeling like that could be a way to get to you. Gay. Some of these exes may have actually even been gay and they may have been on the down low. They may have been hiding that in some sort of way, and maybe they're afraid you're going to expose that, or maybe somebody did expose that and they think it's you, but come to find out it wasn't you. If somebody ended up leaking a video of you that was not very good, or was something extremely private, they may have actually had a video leaked of them as well that was similar, but kind of showing the things they wanted kept hidden, like, say, their gay sex life, if somebody had that going on. Mommy doesn't know daddy's getting hot at the body shop doing things that are unholy. I don't think it's unholy, honestly, to be gay either, by the way. But cheating on your partner instead of letting them know, hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm attracted to, and I'm sorry that I didn't know, or I didn't acknowledge it, that I denied it for a long time, or, you know, that I knew and anyway decided to have a relationship with you, even though I knew I wasn't attracted to you in that way. Whatever the case may be, there could definitely be a lot of gossip about this. Gates, Watergate. There could be something about pedophiles as well. Gray. Tay. Pay. Hay. Hat. Gat. Cat. Shape. I'm in love with the shape of you. But anyway, after all this mess of your past relationships, I feel like people are discussing how you're moving into a new area in your love life where you're actually receiving a lot of love from someone. Some people may also be talking about the shadow side of your love. Somebody could be talking about who these ex-partners had cheated on you with, if they cheated on you with someone. And for some of you, it could have actually been a trans person. People could also be talking about how maybe your ex-best friend and your ex-husband or partner are together now. So let's see what else we got. Uncivilized, no morals, disrespectful. They are careless about the feelings or comfort of others. So somebody could really be trying to say that you're unfeeling, that you're unemotional, that you're disrespectful, that you're hurtful, that you don't care if people are comfortable. You don't care if you make them uncomfortable. And you know what? Sometimes people need to be uncomfortable in order to make changes in their life. Just saying. But I don't think that you necessarily care less about the feelings of others. I feel like other people have trampled all over you, lied to you, hurt you, abused you. And I feel like they abused your trust. You know what? In a room full of liars, all my demons reappear. That's a song too. I don't remember what song, but it's part of the lyrics. All my demons reappear. And so, you know what? You could have been dealing with a lot with these people. Some of you might have even lashed out and expressed some things publicly that, you know, could have been very hurtful towards this person or about this person. But they were truth and honesty. I don't feel like you were necessarily lying. I don't think that this person's even saying you're lying. But they also feel like it was theirs to expose or theirs to put out there, if that's the case. And they may even just be thinking that it was you. And it could have been somebody else. And so they may be saying all these things about you, when in reality, somebody else could have actually been the one to expose whatever was going on there. People may even be talking about how maybe you were in love with somebody who would not have felt the same way about you, and maybe you didn't handle it so well for some of you. You are someone who allows your addictions to rule your life. If you don't, then others are projecting their own flaws onto you. You might not be seen much by others, so there could be many who believe it, especially if how you live is different from others. Don't listen to it. Walk always speaks louder than talk. Show yourself through your walk and be proud how you managed to escape addictions with the hardships that you have faced. And so, or if you are working on addictions as well, be proud of the progress that you're making. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, because it's not necessarily something that happens overnight. The biggest thing that you can do in dealing with that is getting to the root core of the issue or problem. What is it about yourself that you want to hide from the world? What is it about yourself that you're ashamed of? What is it about yourself that you feel is inadequate or you feel you need to be more of? Do you feel like you need more time? Do you feel like you are too shy? Do you feel like you can't express yourself truthfully or honestly or authentically? And really work on bringing those things to the surface and making those changes inside yourself. And then you will also be able to let that go and still be able to be the person that you feel like you want to be without that around. And there's plenty of people who never do overcome those things either. Just saying. Some things we do and some things we don't. Some things we don't even notice are going on to fix them when it comes to certain things. Anyway, what else are people saying about you? Your hair is soft and amazing. It always seems to fall perfectly into place. People always seem to notice and to try to touch it. So people really do love your hair. There could be something very different about your hair. Like I said before, you could be very unique. You could stand out a lot. You could have a certain color going on with your hair. You could use certain oils in your hair that really help to improve its beauty or its elasticity, or to keep it from being super frizzy or dried out or burnt up. You may not do a whole lot of blow drying it or curling it or things that ruin it like that. Some of you may do one or two of those things. Like somebody may curl their hair, but they don't dye it, they don't blow dry it, they don't straighten it, they don't anything like that. Some of you may straighten it, but it's only once in a while. But you really don't do a whole lot else to it. It could be that you dye it, but you don't really do anything else unnatural to it, things like that. So your hair is very healthy, very strong, very beautiful, and people really enjoy your hair. It does always seem like it is like perfectly in place too, with very little effort. You may not even do a whole lot to your hair. For some of you might just put on a headband, or you might just leave your hair down, but it just has this like perfect little sway to it or whatever. They're a bit quiet and mysterious. You are left with so many questions, and uncovering the layers is worth doing. Every single layer that you peel back is better than the last one. So yeah, once again, there could not be a whole lot of people who are very close to you or who know you very well. So they may have been buying the bullshit or rumors or gossip of some of the other people in the past, but I feel like you've been getting out there more, meeting people more, talking to people more, and these people could be connected to or know these people that have been spreading lies, rumors, and gossip about you for the last couple years. And now they're starting to see and realize that these people were full of shit, and these people were really just trying to destroy you, trying to make sure that you didn't have support, trying to make sure that you didn't have friendship, trying to make sure that you didn't have anybody in your corner, and they were scapegoating you in some sort of way and trying to make you out to be the bad guy, when really, in all honesty, I feel like you were being attacked by some very cruel people who really did some really messed up things to you. They may have even came in pretending to be your friend in some sort of way, and then screwed you over. Also, there could have even been somebody who blackmailed somebody very close to you around you with exposing something very big. And they could be somebody who doesn't like anybody to see anything about them that isn't perfect. And they may have felt like this part of themselves was something very evil, twisted, or imperfect. And so they could have done some very bad things to you as well at the behest of this person. Anyway. You are so disciplined and dedicated. Your perseverance through anything that comes your way is amazing. You are going to make it to the top. Do not stop now. So you could be getting distracted right now. You could be dealing with some certain things that are coming into your life right now that may be delaying you, or maybe causing you some distractions, or maybe getting to you very deeply. It could even have a lot to do with the last couple of years of the harassment that you've faced. And it's like all of it is culminating right now. And it's a heavy weight on your shoulders. It's time to release that, let it go, pray, meditate, talk to your guides, ask for that peace to come in, ask and pray for that support to be shown and seen in the physical realm and not just the spiritual realm if you need it. And they will make it appear. I did that recently myself, and it came in and it was fucking amazing. So, anyway. You are very dedicated, disciplined, perseverant. You are doing an amazing job. Don't stop now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Oh, the larceny. And done did all the things they said I couldn't do. Done did all the things they said I shouldn't do. Done did all the things they said I wouldn't do. And with my God and Goddess as my witness, I made it through. Can't Stop Me Now by Minio too. So you are very sincere, and it shows in your actions. You're a very sincere person, very authentic, very kind, giving, generous. You're very honest. Somebody is so proud of you. You are glowing and looking good too. You have been working so hard. Your dedication and your commitment is amazing. You are truly one of a kind. Your work ethic is on point. So you're somebody who works hard. You are somebody who knows what you want and you go after it. You're somebody who has really, you've been glowing, you've been doing good, you've been looking amazing, you've been feeling good, you've been treating yourself good. Your commitment to you, the life you want, and your achievements that you want to accomplish is something that is so fucking amazing. And somebody is definitely looking at you, so proud of you, and feeling like you're doing an amazing job. So make sure that you're feeling that way too. Ebens. They're talking about how amazing you're doing. Mystery, reading between the lines, and intuition. So people are definitely talking about how you are a mystery. If people want to get to know you, they kind of have to read between the lines. They kind of have to look a little bit deeper. It's not just going to be something surface level. Also, people are talking about your intuition. It's very on point. It's very highly effective and efficient. And some of you might have been drawn to pile 1 as well. Peacock. Ooh, 4 of Swords. The Fool, and the Fish. So you don't just take risks all willy-nilly without even thinking things through. You're somebody who has a tendency to think, to reflect, to really examine everything, and to come to a conclusion before you decide to take that leap of faith. And when you take that leap of faith, you know you're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way simply because you put in the work beforehand to make sure that you understood the situation. You're also somebody who takes time for rest, reflection, self-care, self-love, for prayer, for meditation. You are somebody who really has a very strong spiritual or religious life. And it really affects everything that you do as well. You could be somebody who really loves your job too. Some of you could be an influencer, or a lot of your work could be something that is done on the computer. And people could be talking about whatever it is that you're working on in that sense. Some of you could be a writer too. Some of you really may have picked pile 1 as well. You're definitely very beautiful, very vibrant, very amazing to look upon. But even though you're amazing to look upon, I feel like you get really sick of people that are attracted to you in a physical manner, because there is so much more to you than meets the eye. You're an extremely intelligent person, an extremely perceptive person, a kind person, somebody who's very balanced, very solid, that the looks on the outside is only the surface, and you are a complete ocean. People are also talking about how it doesn't matter how many hardships come your way, you will overcome them, and you can face them, and you work your way through them. Kind of like salmon when they swim upstream and they have to fight all the current to get to where their mating grounds are so they can have their babies. Whatever you've been working on birthing has been an extremely hard, arduous, long journey. And it's like everything has gotten in the way. But it doesn't matter, because you have still made it to that other side, and you are now birthing what you've been creating. And after you birth this, there is definitely going to be a time period of peace and ease, kind of like when the salmon swims back downstream and the stream pushes them there. They really don't have to do much work. I feel like you are at the level right now where your work is working for itself, or you soon will be, and people are definitely discussing this. They're also discussing your adaptability, your flexibility, your ability to change, your ability to go with the flow, your ability to deal with situations in a very effective manner. So that is what I have for this pile. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, all those kinds of things. And if you guys did enjoy this, I would really appreciate it if you could support my channel in some way. And thank you so much to everybody who does. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. For anybody who has hit that super thanks button or anybody who has donated to my channel. And you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wish list. Cherry Red is a poem you guys should check out on my other channel, Dee's Storytime, as well. You can find a link for it in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for all the support you throw my way, whatever it may be. I really appreciate you, and it makes a very big impact on my life. Thank you as well to our guides for being here to guide us in these messages and to help us see what we needed to see and to help you guys find the messages when you need to as well. I really appreciate that too, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here today, guys, and I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. Let's see for you guys who is gossiping on you and what they are saying. So, let's get into this reading. Taurus. Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn and then Taurus. Pisces. For some of you, this could be your siblings. Scorpio. For some of you, it could be your child. For some of you, it could be siblings, definitely. For some of you, it could be a friend. For some of you, there could be an ex-friend or an ex-friend with benefits that may be discussing you. There could also be somebody who sexually assaulted you that may be discussing you as well. There could be a stepchild. There's definitely a lot of people discussing you in this pile, for sure. And for some of you, there may be a bit more bad than good. Every kiss begins with K. Somebody could be talking about jewelry or a proposal. Somebody could be talking about your middle name. If your middle name means anything, or something like that. Roses and daisies. Somebody could be talking about your garden or the plants that you have. There could definitely be things hidden in the background or being kept from you in some sort of way. And some of this lies and deception energy could be causing you to overthink a lot, to analyze things a lot, but you're extremely intelligent. Somebody knows what's going on behind the scenes, but they also know that you're going to figure it out. Your speech, your voice, the advice you give is very intelligent, is very wise beyond your years, and you definitely impact people more than you think you do. There's a lot of people who look up to you. There's a lot of people who find inspiration, hope, and peace through the messages you bring. Some of you could definitely be tarot readers yourself, or you could be just somebody who's on a public platform speaking about things that are very important to you. You may even be somebody who speaks a lot about abuse. Maybe you went through a lot of abuse yourself. People could be talking about addictions. People could be talking about stubbornness. People could be talking about pride. People could be talking about your work ethic as well. People could be talking about how you enjoy a comfortable atmosphere or how your atmosphere is comfortable. People could also be talking about how sensitive you are, how vulnerable you are, how emotional you are. Twins, if you have a twin or if you know twins, that could be something to do with something as well. For somebody in particular, there could be a set of twins that has been attacking you in some sort of way. J and May. So J, S, JJ. Y, V, savings, say, A, say something, K, Y, K, F, K. Somebody could be hiding racism in some sort of way, or somebody could be part of a extremist group and they may be hiding this. Z, Q, Ozarks, U, and now where the red fern grows is coming to mind. And the biggest part that's coming to mind for me right now is the part where the grandpa is talking to Billy, because Billy was saying that he really wants dogs and he's been praying and praying and praying forever. And he's like, well, have you put in the work? Because you can pray, but there's also where you have to put in your part of the work, and then God will meet you halfway, or whoever you believe in will meet you halfway. So people could be talking about how you've been manifesting. People could also be talking about how you've put in the work. You've prayed, you've stayed faithful, you've stayed vigilant. You've really been going the extra mile in order to achieve what you are trying to achieve. Squeaky, squeaky clean. Squeeze. Queasy. Yak. Gawk. Gaze. Phase. Fake. Jake. C. D. Coding. Hacking. E. I. Tracking. Safe. A safe house. D. ID. And died. And dead. Z. M. Max. X. There could have been a death that happened. There might actually be some suspicious things going on with the death that had happened. Suicide. People may be talking about you, saying that you're going to commit suicide, or people may be trying to cause you behind the scenes to commit suicides. You may know a lot of things about a lot of people that they don't like you knowing, for some of you as well. Safety. Safety mask. Safety glasses. Diet. Dime. Dame. Fakery. Sugary. Sag. Sage. Sadie. Fuck shit. Maker. Mask. Masked. Somebody around you could be wearing a mask, or people could be talking about you wearing a mask. People could be talking about the spiritual warfare that's been aimed at you as well, the black magic people have been doing, or the nefarious things going on around you. Craft. Crazy. People could be trying to say that you're crazy so that nobody believes you. People could be trying to scapegoat you. Yeah, scapegoat is pretty much in there too. You could have dealt with a lot of manipulation, controlling, possessive energy. You could have even dealt with just people in general that were taking what they wanted from you without giving you anything in return. And they may have said more than they should have said to you in some sort of way. And so now they may be very upset about that. You may know more than you need to know about certain situations or certain people. You could really, you could have made people feel things they didn't want to feel too. Guilt, remorse, shame. The Shamer's Daughter is a movie on YouTube. It's fucking amazing. And it basically is the gift of being a mirror to others. You see inside their soul and see everything they've done, but you also make them face it and see it themselves. Strange feelings, foreign thoughts. So people could be talking about how you've been going through a lot of foreign thoughts and strange feelings. Once again, spiritual warfare could be a big subject here. There may have been somebody that was secretly behind the scenes sending black magic your way, evil eye your way, trying to send you suicidal energy in some sort of way, some sort of energy or feelings that were not yours. Maybe you were even around too many people for too long, and it could have caused you to be in a very low vibrational state, or it could have drained you in some sort of way. There could have definitely been people that were trying to drain you and put you in a really bad state so that you couldn't decide, you couldn't make decisions, you couldn't move forward. Maybe even so that what you've been working on wouldn't succeed because they feel like you'd have the recognition and the attention needed to be able to do something about whatever's going on. Idea. Dave. Jam. Jade. Kerchek. For some of you, you could have been raised by a father that was not yours. And this person could hate you simply because you're not their blood sake, for safety's sake. Somebody may have even tried to convince you recently that they needed to remove you from somewhere but you are not afraid. Afraid of the dark is if anybody's seen that show, that just came to mind too. Curiosity is healthy and natural. We're all mad here. The best ones are. So people are talking about your curious nature. They're also talking about how you make it look healthy and natural to go and check things out that you don't know much about, to explore, to look into things. Maybe you guys are even going and experiencing rites of passage that maybe you missed out on because maybe you had to grow up extremely quickly in the past. We're all mad here. The best ones are. So even if people are thinking you're crazy, the best ones are. All of them. People could be talking about you going on a trip somewhere, about you spending some time in nature, about how much you love nature. Sheep. Okay, some of you could definitely have picked pile 1 as well. People could be talking about your house or your dream house. People could be talking about how the sun is shining on everything you're doing. People are also talking about how a lot is being exposed around you. Things that were hidden, things that were obscured, things that were not seen are starting to be seen, are starting to be noticed. Somebody could also be talking about insomnia. If you've been experiencing insomnia as well, they may have even been offering advice on how to deal with it, or you could have been offering someone advice on how to deal with that. This pile definitely has a lot of nasty things going around about you, but you also have a lot of good things going on about you. Overly sensitive and emotional causes drama and problems everywhere they go. They are vicious and cutting, very selfish too. Constantly triggered. Some may be saying this, but it doesn't make it true. Make sure that you aren't dropping down to their level. And remember, the one at peace at the end of the day with the way things are is the one that wins. So be at peace with the way things are, even if they're not the greatest. And trust that everything's going to be okay. And yeah, sure, maybe you're experiencing a lot of sensitivity right now, a lot of emotional energy right now. Maybe you really were very drained from somebody around you or multiple people around you. Maybe you are somebody who is a shepherd and who really guides a lot of people. And maybe there was just too many sheep pulling on your energy and making you run this way and that way and this way and that way and this way and that way. And you got a little overwhelmed. Maybe even a little burnt out, and people might be talking about there might even be people that are talking about it in a very bad way, but that's not going to detract from who you are and all the good that you've done in this world. Look at It's a Wonderful Life. He went a little off the deep end and went a little fucking nuts that day. At the end of the day, everybody still loved him and cared for him, and everybody still recognized all the good that he did. You don't have to be perfect to do good. And maybe that's a lot of the reason you had to go through the things that you've been going through right now, is so that you can see that even when you're not perfect, even when you're in this crazy state, you're still amazing just as you are. Let's see what else. This person has mental disorders and is far too sensitive. Can't they just be normal? I don't want to be seen with them. They make me look bad by creating scenes. Oh my goodness, they were loud in a restaurant and people looked our way. But some people really don't like people looking at them. And I feel like maybe in the past you didn't like people looking at you, but you don't care anymore. And other people can't handle that change that has happened in you. So people might actually be really upset about this and venting about it and expressing their frustration with it. They were raised by wolves and are so uncivilized. Some of you might have picked all 3 piles, but really there could definitely have been some of you who picked pile 1. They don't know how things are supposed to be and refuse to fall in line. These people are judgmental and they can't see outside of the sheltered box that they live in. There are things that are more important and more healthy than fitting into a box of perfect. So, once again, you don't need to be fitting into a box of perfect. Be who the fuck you are. If you're a wolf, you're a wolf. And the wolves are the shepherds. Think about that for a second. And also, savages, barely even human, savages, killers at the core. They're different from us, which means they must be evil. But hold on. You also go, wait a second. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. You think that I'm a savage, but because you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But if the savage one is me, then how can there be so much that you don't know? So these are people that do not explore outside of their own comfort zone. These are people that would never hang out with those people because those people are bad people. These are people that would never go into places that you would go into, deal with people that you would deal with, interact with those people. These are people that think that anything that doesn't look perfect from the outside is monstrous. But in my life, I've learned that when things look too perfect, a lot of times they're far more decayed inside. And honestly, there's decay everywhere. You can find a shadow side in every person. And if they spend all their time trying to be perfect, a lot of times you don't know exactly what that shadow side is, but it can be extremely deadly when it comes out because it's been repressed for so long, denied for so long, kept in a fucking cage for so long. And when it breaks out of that cage, think about it. I'm gonna break out these chains. You're gonna wish you never held me down. So, 55 was just on the clock too. There's so much transformation coming into your life. You're breaking out of the box, breaking out of the chains, freeing yourself from everybody else's crap. Heartbreak has been a big part of your life over and over again. Each time you rise back up, a pure warrior. So strong it is breathtaking. You live, you learn, you bounce back, and you try for it all again. Always all in. Last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back. So, people are talking about your bounce back game. People are talking about how even though you've tried to get into relationships over the last couple years and there's been a fair amount of them, there may have been a fair amount of them. You were exploring your options and some of the options did not pan out, but it doesn't mean that you're going to give up and you're going to go hide in a hole. You're going to get back out there and you're going to try again. You're also very good at healing your heartbreak. I am enough. My voice matters. I work hard. I deserve rest. I deserve downtime. I deserve playtime. I deserve to be and feel happy. I deserve me time and me space. I receive freely, knowing that I have done enough and all will come back to me. I no longer need to worry. So people are talking about how you aren't worrying anymore. You know that what you put out there is going to come back to you in some way. You are also realizing that you are enough, that you matter, your voice matters, you work hard, you deserve rest, you deserve respect, you deserve downtime, you deserve to play, you deserve to have fun, you deserve to be yourself, you deserve to feel happy. And people are noticing that you are doing the things that make you feel good, that put you in that high vibration and high energy, that you have decided that you matter too, and not just everybody else, that you don't dance to the tune of what others want anymore. You are so knowledgeable. You love to learn. You also spread as much info as you can to others as well. Very awakened and aligned. So people are talking about how you're very awakened, how you're very aligned. You are really on your purpose, on your path. You're very knowledgeable. You're very understanding. You're very wise. And you love to spread the messages that you have to give to others if they can help them. Regardless of whether or not they have something to give in return, you are spreading a lot of love, kindness, care, and wisdom to others because you know that it will come back to you. Earth element, survival, adaptable, reliable. You are somebody who is a survivor. You're very adaptable. You're very reliable. Once again, you might have picked pile 2 too. You're very strong. You're very grounded. You're very in tune. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. You thought I would be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought I would be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought I would be sad without you, but I'm on top. Yeah. You are doing good and you have broken free of some sort of abusive cycle with somebody and you are ready for a new life. You are forgiving the past, healing the past, and learning to love without the scars getting in the way anymore. You're really looking in the mirror and examining what's going on there. You're trying to be more fun, free-spirited, energetic, and childlike again. You have so many things hidden underneath the surface. So many beautiful things. Some may say you're shallow, but you're not shallow. You just don't show everybody everything anymore. It's time to become vulnerable again. There are people watching you and observing you. They're noticing your intuition. They're noticing your clarity. They're noticing the truth. They're noticing your beauty and the beauty of the depth of emotions that you have. A lot of people think a lot of emotions is bad, but you make a lot of emotions look amazing, even with the bad parts attached to it. So that's what I have for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Would love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, things like that. And if you guys enjoyed this reading, I would absolutely love to hear. If you guys enjoyed this reading, it would be awesome if you could support my channel in whatever way. I really have a very big thank you to say to you guys that do support my channel in any way that you do, whether it be liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, leaving timestamps, donating, hitting that super thanks button. And if you guys want to donate, you can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for anything that you do like that. I really appreciate you. It makes a very big difference in my life, and it really does help me out so much, because this is how I make my living, and it helps me to live, especially those who purchase my services too. And you can find lists of those and their prices in the description box below. So thank you guys for being here today, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.